Swastiastu. Hello, my name is Scott Bauer and I am the founder of Usada Bali. I have the pleasure today to be with Anak Agung Gede Bagus Mandera Erawan in Peliatan, Bali, one of the dance capitals of Bali. Affectionately known as Gung Aji, he with his brother are the lineage holders of the dance in the Balinese dance originating in Peliatan, Bali. Gung Aji,
Yes.
you were born in Bangli Hospital,
Right.
and in 1949, and then you were raised here in Peliatan. I believe your nickname in the village was Agung Bangli, yes? And perform in Amsterdam. How many people went on that trip? Did your father ever share with you the details of the difficulties or how long it took for the steamship to get there?
Yeah, that's a great trip for Balinese
Yeah.
dance troupe, especially the leader by my father's, the late of Anak Agung Gede Bagus Mandera. Well, in that trip, around 75%. Yeah, it took about 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
6 months on a ship.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so your father was your first teacher, yeah?
And father is
For you
first
and your
teacher,
brother
of
and your
course.
sister, yeah?
Yeah.
How old were you when you began to dance?
So talking about teachers first, yeah. In Bali, Hinduism religion, we call it Catur Guru. Yeah. The first guru is Guru Rupaka, is the parent. So in that's why my parent told me about how to dance, how to play gamelan. Yeah. That the first guru, we call it Guru Rupaka. The second is Guru Pengajian. Guru Pengajian, that was the teachers in the school, teachers in the dancing, the gamelan. That is Guru Pengajian. Yeah. In that Guru Pengajian, of course, consists of when I did the baris. Yeah. We choose very famous dancers, teachers, dancers in Village of Mas, yeah, nearby Peliatan, yeah, Mas, Desa Mas, yeah. His name is Anak Agung Raka Berset. That's my first baris dance. Yeah. And then we continue talking about the guru, yeah. And the third guru is Guru Wisesa. It's the god. Yeah. And the last Guru Swadhyaya is the government. Yeah. Back to the teachers for the dancers. And then we continue with the bumblebee dance and the teacher from Tabanan. He was the legendary maestro who created the bumblebee dance, Oleg Kemulilingan, and then the trombone, and then the kebiar duduk. He was the great teachers, Bapak Ketut Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
I've seen old footage of Mario, and you showed me a couple pictures of him and your property up in Tagalalang. Yeah, when we were up there. For those of you that don't know or haven't seen, there's a YouTube clip called The Miracle of Bali, 1969, and it was shot in the front area of this Balinese compound, where you saw some introductory pictures in there, and it was done when you were 20 years old.
Exactly.
David Attenborough gave the narration, and you danced with the Bumblebee dance with a very famous woman.
Yeah.
And what was her name?
Gusti Ayuraka Rasmi.
Yeah.
She did a great Bumblebee dance since she was 11 years old when my father, took her, trained with our group Gunung Sari troops, went to United States and then went to Europe. So she has been dance about Bumblebee dance when she was 11 years old.
Wow.
Very young. Yeah.
So the Bumblebee dance is the one you performed in that video that the BBC shot in the front yard without electricity, with oil lamps. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Correct.
It's quite something to see.
Yeah.
You were 20. How old was she then? Was she about 20 or 18 or?
Maybe she was about 35.
A little older than you.
Yeah,
huh?
older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Mario was your probably your Mahaguru.
Yeah, Mahaguru.
When you were at the age where you needed went to the bigger teacher, the more experienced teacher.
Yeah.
And you studied with him, and he had probably the biggest effect on you. After your foundation. He was the one that created the many dances, including the Bumblebee dance.
Yeah, the Trompong and Kebiar Duduk.
So, recall what it was like studying with him. Was he strict? Was he funny? What was he like? Yeah.
Yeah, to be an artist, mostly look like me. But he most eccentric. Sometimes. Joking a lot with the musician, It's really, to be an artist is very, happy,
So he was living in his taksu, his spirit,
Yeah, and then sometimes he talking about, the kulkul?
The kulkul,
We're talking, the kulkul, and then, sort of something funny thing.
Yeah, because I would guess because of the level of difficulty of the dance that I've seen, and of yours particularly, and at Balirang, there's a level of seriousness you have to get to. To acquire the skills for the eye movement, the hand movement, the feet movement, the body position. If it isn't offset with some humor and some laughter and some love, it would be. I would presume it would be very overbearing. You need to balance it. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So talking about studying a dance, we should following the something not allowed, forbidden. That very important to be a dancer. First, they are not allowed play gambling, and then not allowed teaching, not allowed. And then it's very unusual to be a dancer. It's not allowed in Balinese. We call it ngibing. The not bumblebee. The dance with the bamboo. We call it joget. Joget bamboo. Not allowed also. Join together with the joget dancers. So that's
forbidden.
Forbidden. That's very very strict. For me,
And you had to practice every day, yes?
Yeah.
How long? 2 hours, 3 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah. And then also for me, beside the physical, of course, physical is very important, Yeah, the strength, to keep the strength, powerful. But the most important is also the mentality, and then for the, spiritual. So, for instance, before I was dance, we should go to the temple, praying, That always like that, Especially in our village, we call it Pura Gunung Sari. Yeah, we go to that Pura, with the pemangku and blessing, asking about the taksu. That's important for Balinese dancer. Yeah, so because we should be, asking the God and the Pura to give us the taksu. Yeah, for the performance will be great. Yeah, presentation, because that's important for the audience to making happy and satisfied to see, to watch the dancers.
Yeah, the mental focus required, the mental discipline required for the hands, the eyes, the body position, and the feet is it's like moving meditation. It's meditation in movement.
Yeah. So that technique is all from the nature. All from the nature. We try to imitate, the movement of nature. For instance, the wind, the wind, and then the plantation look like the coconut, sometimes like this, yeah, something like that. So
I remember years ago when you explained to me the girls, this is the palm leaves, right?
And then the fingers, look like flaking fire, important, for the kebiar, for my profession, Not the topeng. Topeng is very simple, more strict, Not more like this, the topeng, more classical. And then for the eyes, look like tender, the tender. Yeah. yeah. That is also from the animals, the froggies, the deer, So we try to imitate the movement of the animals for the movement of dancers. Yeah, we call it bumblebee,
Yeah,
for instance. Yeah. That's natural. Yeah.
And that taksu comes through you. The energy, the connection to the divine, the source. When you pray, it's asking for connection. So it brings into the movement, into the performance.
Yeah. For instance, look like myself, male dancers. So I don't know. The audience said, "Why are you very pretty?" And then my experience in Sanur, in Tanjung Sari, that's my experience. Every Saturday night, we should go to the Tanjung Sari Hotel to do the performance there every Saturday. In the beach, in the coast of the Tanjung Sari Hotel. And then when sometime, and then suddenly, I visited Sanur Beach, somebody recognized me that you are dancer every Saturday in Tanjung Sari. Oh, yeah. If you are girls, I would like to marry you. Wow, surprise! Well, I am a boy, is that a girl? Recital. Maybe that's how we call it the taksu. Maybe that the soul, energy, something energy,
The balance of Shiva and Shakti, the masculine and the feminine. It gives us balance in life and in art. So how old were you when this was in Sanur? Like 20s?
So of course I started on 9 years old in Sanur around 1968 when I was teenager, about
19.
Yeah.
And then
1920, 21, 22, yeah.
and then you were invited to America, right?
So that's
did you go to
also talking about abroad, yeah. So we start, go abroad on 1968. The reason is we promote about the Bali Beach Hotel, Sanur, in Bangkok, Yeah. So that is my first trip
To Bangkok.
to Bangkok. Yeah. But not with my group, but the hotel preparing the other group, arranged by the famous woodcarver from Mas, Gede Bagus, the late Gede Bagus Tilam. Yeah, his group, the musician from Mas. And then the dancers, a mix from Peliatan is myself. And then from Karawitan, Kokar, we call it Kokar, Conservatorium of Karawitan, yeah, in Bali. Yeah, that's my first experience in Bangkok, yeah. So for the promotion about Hotel Bali Beach, yeah. And then continuing on 1971 for Mumba Festival in Australia. Yeah, in Melbourne. Mumba Festival.
Mumba Festival.
Yeah, I think every March. That's just right now, yeah. Yeah. That on 1971. Yeah. So the great trip I'm saying is, of course, all is important, but this most important is on 1973 when we promote again about PATA chapter conference. Yeah. I mean the Pacific Travel Area Association, Asia Association. Yeah. Through the world.
Wow.
Through the world. 3 months.
Where did you go?
Yeah, through the world. According to the PATA chapter in the world, in Europe, in Asia, Pacific area. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's very important. That experience.
Where did you go in New York? I mean, in Europe.
In Europe, of course, in Paris, in England.
Did you go to London?
Yeah, London, of course. Yeah, London.
Yeah.
And then in Italy. Yeah. In Amsterdam. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. In Vienna. Vienna. Yeah.
Balinese dance in Vienna.
Yeah.
That must
that's
have been a
great
real moment for you.
experience for me.
Yeah.
But of course, the promotion only we carrying the tape recorder in the town, not the full music with the tape recorder. Yeah. So moving from hotel to the hotel because it's not in the theater, just in the hotel. Just in the hotel. Not in the
I
theater.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were finally invited to America, yeah?
You mean
New York?
of course, New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Was
course.
this the same trip or a different trip?
It's different in the 73. It's different.
Tell us about the 73 trip. Did they bring the musicians?
Yeah, no, 73 is only by cassette, every hotel, Hilton, Sheraton, yeah, very, very, top class hotel. Because the sponsor is our government. We should work together with our government.
With the Indonesian government?
Government, yeah. The Director General of Tourism. Yeah,
So it was a
Pariwisata.
cultural promotion from the Indonesian government.
Government promote about the Indonesian cultures. It's not just Bali, but also other cultures. But the dancers is from Bali, the dancers. Because we has a slide or film, every conference, Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you go back to Australia?
And back to Australia, of course, on 1973.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that time, yeah.
Same tour with the government, yeah?
And that 73, first 71, with our sponsor, our impresario, Clifford Hawking, his name, yeah. That is show business, different than our government promotion is different again. Because so business, and then one we playing in the theater. Each theater, every country. Look like on 1996 when we back to us to countries in the United States. Yeah, every theater. Yeah. We spent about 2 months.
Yeah.
In countryside of your countries.
Yeah.
Not in the city.
Yeah.
Beautiful view.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you performed
Countryside.
in Oregon or California.
Yeah. Countryside.
And in '96 you brought the instruments.
Yeah,
you
instrument,
brought
full instrument.
Yeah, because now we have real planes and
full
more
instrument.
money and some sponsors.
Yeah.
How was that received in America? Did the people really, did they understand it? Did they like it?
I think for me, for Balinese, I think very great, and a great experience, especially when I was to be a young people, when I was 25, 27. Because in that time, that is very funny for me because I asking the glass of beer, Yeah, that's very funny. But I can't drink it because they expected the bartender, no, you're too young to drink a beer. Why? Yeah, no, I'm not young. I already grew up.
You still held young, long legs.
I took my passport. If you don't believe it, let's have a look at my passport. Okay.
They proofed you, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You were 40 something years old and they're asking for your ID. Yeah. So in your family now, your brother is a dancer, your sister
again,
and some of your children.
Mother, and one of my son.
Your brother and you started Bali with some help from the government. So your family carries the lineage as you did with your brother and your sister from your father. So some of your children are dancing.
Yeah, the first son. Because we need continuing our art and cultures. Otherwise, will be stuck. That's important. I'm glad. One of my son. She is very talented to be a dancer. Even not same. It's impossible to same. Impossible because we call it only one. But it's beautiful that he carries the lineage. Peliatan has such a rich history and strong teaching lineage of gamelan and of Balinese dance. It's one of the most respected in Bali. So it's nice that he's carrying that further, and it's important. These cultural icons. These cultural heritage, so that they're not lost. As we go into the technology age. Fortunately, we can use the technology age like this to preserve this miraculous art, these miraculous art forms. So, as we can see and probably hear, the place in the front, the opening of the front of your the gate,
your gates, they look relatively the same as they did in 1969, but the traffic, the road, the whole thing has changed. There's electricity, and so I believe it was Sukarno's son who came and helped you in Oka move the theater to Balirong, which is across the road, and it's nice and quiet over there. It's a beautiful, beautiful theater that I look forward to having it reopen once we get this world situation under control and we can have guests again. What year was that built?
2000.
2000.
Exactly 20 years ago.
And can you tell us the story about how it came about?
That story is maybe thanks God, because the God blessing us, our family, as well my younger brother. Um, yeah, that we we buy, you know, we
Rental space.
yeah, that land from the family, because all families gone already, so that empty land in that place. So my brother sell, you know, buy that land, and then Mr. Guru help it to, you know, looking for the you know, the sponsor in Jakarta to help my brother, you know, to build that land, you know, because that land is very the location is not flat, you know, very steep, about 30 meters.
Oh, it dropped,
from the flat,
drop
from
off,
the flat
yeah.
area, yeah, and then suddenly like this, and then small river. That problem is, yeah, it built from the bottom of the river, you know, up. Too many costs that spent, yeah, to build that. Yeah, fortunately, yeah, we can make it. Even not so wide, only 7 arrow, yeah. Yeah. So that's why we move now. Activity, you know, the rehearsal of the music, the rehearsal of the dance, and they're performing art every Friday night. Because in our own houses, it's not, you know, the background, of course, especially the busy road, you know, motorcycle and buses and car, and then noisy. It's impossible to make it, you know, performing art. Yeah. So I'm lucky also. We have a second place there.
Yeah, the theater is in a beautiful, quiet location. Yeah. Now, who is the man that helped you get support for this? Was this Sukarno's son? Or?
Yeah, Mr. Guru. Yeah.
What is his name?
Muhammad Guru.
Muhammad
okay. Guru. Yeah.
And did his wife help design it, or who designed the theater?
The theater designed because my younger brother is an architect. He built it himself.
Okay.
Drawing, everything, yeah. He was like architect in Udayana University. So he is very clever to be a dancer, to be architect. Yeah.
All right. So there's some family spiritual energy in the building. Yeah. It's one of my favorite places in Bali to visit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in closing, I'd just like for you to say something to our audience, to the people that are watching. Yeah. Your life, you've had a miraculous experience in life, and you're certainly one of the most talented Balinese dancers ever to come along. And how does that make you feel? How does it just express yourself, if you don't mind? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for interviewing me today, and I would like to tell for the listening in this video, whatever. Hope for the future time, the Balinese art getting better and better, getting, you know, step by step getting good and good, especially in our family. We try to, you know, keep the tradition to be a dancer, to be a musician. Since from my ancestor, he was the great Gambo, you know, that the Gulungan we call it. So, has been winning in Gambo Festival in Taman Ayun in Mengwe. So my great ancestor to be a winner to playing Panji. Yeah, that during the king period, kingdom period. Yeah. And then of course the Legong period is a scene from my father's, of course. Yeah, 1920, before we went to Paris, 1931. So that's why we has a job, very important job, and to look after and to keep our tradition. I think, to be a great for the future time. Thanks for my interview. Hope.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for keeping this beautiful tradition alive.
Yeah. Om Santi
Shanti, Shanti, Om.